sitting on my thumb. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I don't want to turn and move away. Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, Zone 10A. And I'm going to do a really quick garden tour on all the plants on my deck. Because I've got a video coming up this week that I'm putting together on how to make a really small little compost in place bin in your containers, like a little small one. And my plants have exploded and they're bigger than when I made it. You're going to see that later. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to come out here and do something really fast. And I promise this is going to be fast. This is the one that's got the large compost bin. And you've seen the videos on that. Look at the tomatoes. Everything is just coming up so big. I've been picking and picking this morning. I came out here and cleared a whole bunch up to make some eggs. And it just keeps on growing. This is tomatoes, lettuce that's bolted. I even had a towhee that was out here, one of these little brown birds, going through looking for insects this morning. I couldn't believe it. The hummingbirds have been all over this. The celery, look at the celery up here. Is this amazing? So it really works. It's really worth it because it is so incredibly easy. You make a container, you put it in your container itself, and you don't have to worry about anything. You just throw your food scraps in there, leaves that you're cleaning up your garden with, you know, your little patio. I've got to show you something. Look at the hummingbird. Can you see the hummingbird back there? That is my next video I got to get together. Look at this. I'm going to show you a sneak peek. Don't tell anybody. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Can you see that? Look behind me. It's like, what is that hummingbird doing? I hope you can see that. I'm trying to see if you can see it. That is really extra special and funny. That's unbelievable. I'll get to that really, really soon. I do want to keep this short. I promised this would be short. Okay, so that's the celery and the tomatoes. But what I was saying is you really should be doing this because this is just nothing. There's no turning. There's no nothing. You go through your garden, you see some leaves that are brown, throw them in the container. You want to throw some soil in there? This has got a cover. You don't have to. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Somebody asked me, why didn't I put it in all the containers that I set up? And you can see, I'm trying to see if you can see. There we go. I don't know. I just felt that it does take up a little bit of soil room. I didn't need to be putting so many containers out personally because the 2 containers I've got are more than enough for cleaning up the deck. So why did I do it that way? I don't know. That's just the way I did it. I might come back and put some more because it's working so good. But there's just so much going on down here. This is all full of plant food down here. I lift this up. You've seen this. Look at that. This is all plant food in there. I could either use it straight or mix it in a flower pot, a watering can, and water it, which I've been. Look at this tomato. Why is this tomato plant so big in a pot? I'm trying to see if you can see all this. Because I'm lazy, and what I do is instead of putting all the stuff in a watering can, I take it from some of the other plants, and I give it the whole thing, and it's next to it. And I don't mess with it. So it's getting straight and it's growing like mad and it's full of tomatoes. This is a new plant. It's full of tomatoes. The whole thing is full of green tomatoes. So it's doing really well. Do I have to put more compost in place bins inside? I mean, all these I did compost in when I first set them up. It's whatever you want. I just didn't for any reason. But at any time I could do it. The other thing too is I had this sleep number bed plastic thing that Gary found in the trash, and by me putting the plank across it I could plant more. So I've got that tricolored sage growing. I've got some kale there. I even have a lavender plant I haven't done anything with yet. I've got some seedlings coming up of zucchini. I've got some purple basil. So I would have lost that because, well, I guess I would have and I would not have if I put the bucket in. I just felt, I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't think I needed it. So for now, I didn't. Is there any particular, no, everybody does it the way they want. And I I just figured I'd make one big bin to jump stuff in and one small one. Because the other thing is I'm still working with my garden and I'm not gonna have that much to put in there anyways. So there is no answer. My mood. And then this is the one that's got the small one, that small compost in place. Well, this is compost in place, but the small container in there that I put food scraps in, you'll see the video. I'm gonna put the video up. Look how big this thing, what I'm flabbergasted about, and I don't understand, I know I can't get you in there. Let me see if you can see anything in there. It's throwing all this zucchini, and they're all females. I did go to the garden and bring over a male flower, and I tried to hand fertilize it, you know, just by taking a male flower and taking the center and putting it around the females that were there. But I haven't done it to all of them, and they're growing. So I don't know why this plant, I see a male coming up now. There's a male. See, the male doesn't have any fruit. It's just the straight stem. So now there's a male coming up. But they've all been females. And usually I have seen that it's the opposite. A lot of times it's males first, and I always figured, well, it throws males to bring the bees in, and then the bees get used to coming to the plant, and then the plant throws females, which seems logical. But this one threw, in the beginning, only female plants, and I don't know if it's because it had enough food or a lot of food from the container. You have to look behind me. Look behind me. That is something coming up. Look at the hummingbirds. Wait a minute, that's not a hummingbird feeder. Give me a few days on that. But anyways, I don't know why it threw only females, but that's okay, that's good. And they haven't, you know, gone bad. They keep growing. So I have no answer to that. Here's a little watermelon plant, probably a big mistake. Somebody asked me, can you grow watermelons in a container? I don't know, I've never done it. So I thought, all right, I'll stick it in there. And then Gary said, you do know you're going to have a watermelon vine all over. So I don't know what's going to be with that. I stuck one in there. But of course, look at the size of this kale. This was a teeny little kale a week ago. And that one too, there's a curly kale. Everything is just taking off. The reason it's taking off, it's not our weather. Our weather isn't even that good. The reason it's taking off is because I'm composting in place. And I have those two containers, one on either side, not for any particular reason why I only put two in, only because I only needed two. And I'm using that water runoff from where I am composting in the containers, and it's running off. So I use the water that are in these containers down here. See my blue scooper thing? And I just scoop up the water, whatever it is, and just pour it in. I pour it back, and it's just causing all these plants to grow. And then I've got the other side here. Let me turn around this way, because I've got the phone I'm using today. Look how big the oregano is. And my lettuce, I'm harvesting onions. That is really cool. I have all the onions I want. I want to make something really quick with an onion. I come out on my deck and I pull out an onion. I've got a great big onion. Look at the tomatoes. This has been unreal. I picked a whole bunch this morning and scrambled up some eggs with tomatoes and greens and everything. And then this is just some mint growing, chocolate mint, and then lettuce, and this is parsley going to seed. All down there, I've got the same thing, walking onions and more mint. And then over here, I've got parsley growing. I haven't even done anything, but it's from taking the water, the runoff, they're getting all this fertilizer, and they've just taken off. Look how beautiful. Okay, this lettuce is bolting, but when the lettuce leaves are still soft like this, and they haven't turned that kind of a thicker white to them, they kind of get white. No, they don't want to use the word white, but kind of a thicker, and they have a dullness to them. That's when they don't taste as good. You can eat them, but they don't taste as good. These are still beautiful. We are using them. And then, of course, here too. Now, see, this is just starting to get a little thick, but it hasn't really gotten thick yet, so it's doing really good. And this is parsley reaching for the sky and going to seed. So that's it. Just wanted to do something really quick on the deck so you can see everything. How's it going? So good that if I didn't want to, I would not be doing a garden in the yard. But you know what? I don't get the birds here, even though, like I said, there was a towhee roaming through here this morning. I do get the hummingbirds, and they're coming in constantly. The butterflies do come up here. I enjoy them both, so I'm not giving it up. And I only have one water feature that the birds have not found yet. Somebody asked me about water features. When you build a water feature, any water feature, or if you go and buy one, the thing is the birds have to get used to it. So they'll come in, they'll look at it, they'll kind of decide, is it safe? It takes time. So it could be any time from a few days to even a few weeks. Just keep it clean, put it among your plants. The birds are following me. Look at this. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's over there now. See, now see, I can't get the camera down there. He's going through the tomato flowers. Isn't that cool? That's a hummingbird. So the hummingbirds have found the deck. They absolutely love it. But, I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, I don't know. If it was something important, I'll type it underneath. But that's basically it. I enjoy both of them. I enjoy my garden on my deck now that I never thought I would have like this. It was kind of like a challenge in a way. I enjoy feeding the hummingbirds, whether it's in the garden or here. It's just been great. And you know what's really good? Let me show you this. I'm squishing tomato seeds in here. These are sungolds. I just squished them in there, and look at all of them growing. I can take them out. Tomatoes, you can just yank them out like the lettuce. I found out romaine lettuce, you can just yank them out and stick them anywhere you want. They're really easy to move. Certain things you can't move. Can you believe moringa, who is not happy right now, my moringa trees, because it's been so cold, those you cannot yank out and move around. But tomatoes, yank them out, use a spoon. I keep a spoon in my garden here on the deck, and you could just move them anywhere you want. They're the easiest things to move. And then, of course, well, that's pretty much it. Celery, somebody said they can't grow celery. Celery needs a lot of water. So that's why these celeries are really, really happy. This big one here, they're really happy because they do like a lot of water. And when you have a small garden, like on a deck or a patio, that's one of the easiest things to take care of. This is so much easier to maintain. Look how beautiful this is. It's really beautiful. I mean, my garden doesn't look that beautiful because there's plenty of food. But this is actually beautiful because, you can come out here at 10 o'clock. You can't sleep. You want to turn on a light or something. You can come out here and work in your garden at 10 o'clock at night. Who's going to bother you? The neighbors might think you're crazy, but you know what? That's their problem, not yours. You're not making any noise. You're going through the garden. I don't have any snails here. There's no snails. I found one slug. I probably brought it here myself. I did have a cocoon here. I don't know if you can see that right here where my hand is. So excited, Gary and I were. Looked like it was a green caterpillar that we thought it was from the cabbage moth. Oh, and he built a cocoon. Look how adorable. And he came out the other day. Green caterpillar, mind you. You know what it was? It was a moth. But you know what? It was so cute. I got some videos of it and photos of it. It was a moth. So you know what? It's the little ugly duckling, and maybe he turned into a beautiful moth. I don't know. But it was just funny because it was a green caterpillar who made a cocoon who turned into a brown moth. So you never know. But that's it. Brought my blueberry over. I've got a couple blueberry plants. Aren't they beautiful? Like, I got blueberries. We've been eating blueberries. They're still in the pot. And got two different varieties. So I'm going to probably plant a couple here because I haven't gotten the chance to plant the other ones. I think I have 6 or 7 plants. So I'll plant a few on the deck, and that's it. So kind of this is just an update. Just answering some questions about composting. Somebody said, oh, they started the compost container and they decided they were going to take out, because they're not growing and they're going to start growing things now, and they wanted to take out the soil, and they started digging, and I said, it's full of earthworms. That's fantastic. Sure, you can go back in a container that, you haven't set up yet and it's full of earthworms. Move it. Take it and make it into 3 different containers, and then you got all these earthworms going, and start dumping leaves and stuff on top, and you've got it made. That's perfect. I mean, you can't ask for any more. It's great. And like I said, dump it and they will come. I don't know. They found their way up here. I've got earthworms everywhere. So I think it's just a lot of times you grab some native soil and there's some eggs and you don't even know it. And then they hatch and they seem to grow so fast. So I guess that's it. Nothing else new. This is a cutting from a dinosaur kale and it's taking off. But these are all baby tomatoes. And like I said, plain old zucchini growing there. I'm going to move. So I just wanted to show you the deck, how beautiful it's looking, and how happy I am with it. And I'll try to get this special hummingbird video up soon. And I'll get this one up on how I put this together. I talked about it, but I go step by step and show you exactly how to set up a really small compost in place container where you can compost right in there. You know, dump your kitchen scraps and leaves and everything, even in the smallest container. Can you see that? What is that? Come on, people. What is that? What is that hummingbird doing? I promise I will try to get it together this week. Is that cool? I came up with that at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, it just then my mind starts going sometimes and I think of things. I went to a bead show last week by myself. My sister usually comes out and she had other things going on, so I went by myself, which was really cool. I got myself a medallion of a hummingbird, and I was wearing this little medallion with I don't even know what it was. I picked it up at the thrift store. I liked it. And a lady said to me, "Do you know what you're wearing?" And I said, "No." And she said, I didn't even know. It's women of the moon, and these are night women. And I said, "Oh." She said, "Those are women that do their best work at night. Did you know that?" And I said, "No, but I don't sleep that much. My mind's always going and thinking of things." She said, "That's why you gravitated towards that and bought it." I don't know. Now I bought a hummingbird pendant, which I'm not wearing anything. So have a great day. I hope I gave you some ideas. I hope I answered some of the questions that people were asking about. And absolutely, if you've got containers and they're full of earthworms and you're getting ready to plant, yes, break them into 3 and 4, shovel some of that out, get that good nutrients and mycorrhizals and everything into all your other containers, and then top them up and make one container into 2, 3, 4 containers, whatever you want, just by adding more stuff. So that's it. I can't think of anything else. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody. Gosh, you are big. And the fruit beetles aren't even here yet, and they love chewing on celery. They won't even come out of the ground yet. It's so cold. Normally in June, we've got fruit beetles, those green fruit beetles everywhere. But no fruit beetles yet.
Robbie, you know where all the spoons are? I need a spoon.
Here's one. I got one for you. Here's a spoon.
Thank you.